everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe, and if you're not already an existing subscriber, welcome back. Before I start today's video, I do just want to say I'm really sorry if you can hear any background noise. Someone around where I live having some work done on their house and I need to film this video today. So please do ignore that if you can hear anything. But today's video is going to be my empties and products that came into my collection for February. So February was always going to be a bit of a spending month for me because it's my birthday month and I also turned 30 on the 22nd of Feb. So I did pretty well for majority of the month, and then we went to London in February and I went to Covent Garden and spent a bit of money. But we'll get to those when I talk about the products that came into my collection. I'm going to start with my empties, as I always do, because I know not everyone likes to see products that come into my collection. So I'll start with my empties and then I'll talk about the products that came into my collection. So if you've never seen an empties video before, this is where people save up the products that they finish to talk about on camera and give you their opinions on it. I always section them into categories, so makeup, skincare, body care, hair care. So I only have two products to talk about for the makeup category, and one of them is a sponge. I'm not going to show this sponge too much because it's a bit dirty, but this was the Ciate Miss Piggy collection, and this sponge was okay. It just wasn't a favourite. I don't think you see it's got Miss Piggy's nose there. This was okay, but it won't be something I would be interested in getting again. I do have a favourite sponge, which is the So Eco sponge, so I'd prefer to get that over this one. And then the last makeup product I finished in February was my Rimmel Lasting Radiance foundation. This is one of my favourite foundations, a holy grail in my collection, but this was getting to be a bit older, so I needed to get it finished. This is in my throwback 30, but I have already mentioned that this is an empty. So yeah, I already have another one of these in my collection. I will continually keep buying these because they are my favourite. Also, I just want to say I'm filming with natural lighting, and it looks like it's about to rain outside, so apologies if the lighting isn't great this video. Now let's move on to skincare. So the first skincare item I have is the 111 Skin Rose Gold Brightening Facial Treatment Mask. This is such an expensive mask. I think one of these is just £20 alone, and I didn't think it did anything that spectacular that I would buy this for that price. I think this was the one also as well that was really big for my face, and I found that it fell quite easily, so I wouldn't get it again. The next thing I have is the Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. So this was okay. I didn't dislike this product, which is good because I have a full size in my collection. But I do prefer the Pixie Glow Tonic to this one. I see a bit more of a difference with that one than I do with this one. But I mean, I have it in my collection, I will use it again, but I wouldn't go out and purposely repurchase it. I'd prefer to buy the Pixie one. I then have the Gatine, I think that's how you say it, Micellar Milk Cleanser. So this was actually quite nice. I had this at my parents' house, so when I went to visit and I wore makeup, this was what I used to take my makeup off. I thought it was creamy, I thought it was nice, wasn't stripping. And if I were to get this again, I would definitely use it. I don't know where you can buy this brand. I want to say maybe QVC in the UK, but I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. I do still think I prefer to use a cleansing balm or micellar water, but I did enjoy using that. I then have a exfoliator. This is the Esper Refining Skin Polish Brightening Exfoliator to refine and smooth. This was okay. I mean, I don't like a really scrubby scrub on my face. It's just, I like a scrubby scrub for my body, but my face, I have very sensitive skin. So I need something that's a bit gentler. And this was okay. I'm just trying to work through my exfoliators in my collection. And I am using another one of these at the moment as well in my shower. So I might have another one of these in March as well. But I wouldn't purchase any exfoliators if I'm honest, because I'm using them through my collection, but I'm not going to go out and actively buy any. And then the last skincare products this month, I feel like usually my empties are pretty skincare heavy, but I feel like this month it isn't. So then the last one I have is the Symbiosis, I think, London Tightening, what is that word? Resplendent eye mask. I'm awful at pronouncing things sometimes, guys, honestly, I'm sorry. So I've been working on this eye cream for months. I think definitely over 6 months I've been working on this. Eye creams take me forever to use. This one was nice. I think this is quite an expensive brand. Also, I'm really sorry guys, I haven't been saying the prices on things. I just haven't had the time, unfortunately, to go through each of the products and put the prices on it, but I will still put the total at the end of this section so you know how much value-wise I've used in February. But I know that this is an expensive brand. I'm using one at the moment from Saturday Skin, which I thoroughly enjoy, and I know that that's only like £18, well, at least for the size I have. So this was nice. It was a thin like gel consistency, which is my preference. I prefer a thinner formula to a thicker formula, but I know this is expensive, so I most probably wouldn't repurchase it. Okay, so now let's move on to body. I think we'll do body care. Okay, so the first one I have is my perfume from Scent Addict. I think this is from the fragrance shop. So this is a subscription I get every month. It's £12 and you get an 8ml sample of a perfume. There are so many perfumes on the website. This is January's, I got the YSL Black Opium perfume, and as you can see, I finished it. Really enjoyed this. Again, this is an expensive perfume, but I do think, I did mention in my January products that came into my collection, because I mentioned about this, that I'd prefer to buy the Caroline Herrera one. I think I would buy both, if I'm honest, because I enjoyed both of them. They're just expensive, but I would consider picking that up. I then have the Sanctuary Spa Luxury Bath Float. This was okay. I do enjoy getting Sanctuary Spa products. Usually I get them at Christmas. I didn't get any at Christmas this year, but I did buy a few gift sets in the like Christmas sales. This was in one of those gift sets. This was nice. It was okay. I wouldn't purposely go out and repurchase this product specifically, but it was okay to use. I then have a hand cream from the Body Shop. This is the Winter Jasmine hand cream. This one was in my 50 Shades of Green, and I tried to keep this for Christmas time because I like to use my Christmassy scents at Christmas. I love the Body Shop hand creams. I don't have many left in my collection now. I think I'm using one at the moment in another project, and that's the only one I have left. I will absolutely be buying these. These are some of my favourites, and I find that they help when I do get a flare up on my hands. I will be buying more of these. Maybe not in that scent, but I will definitely buy more of those. And then I have a couple of bath bombs. So the first one I have, these are both from Bomb Cosmetics. I have Crazy Stupid Love, and I have the Last Unicorn. These were both nice. These had bits in both of them, which once I emptied the bath, there was bits all at the bottom of my bath, so I had to clean it up. But yeah, these were nice. I like to use bath bombs when I get a bath. It's very rarely that I get into the bath. I'm more of a shower person now, but I like to have the option to have a bath. So when I do get a bath, I like to just throw everything into it. Bath bombs, bath floats, everything. But I've used these two up, and these were in my Women Who Rock. So now we're on to hair care, and I have quite a few hair care products this month. So the first one is the Dr. Paw Paw hair and body conditioner. I'm so glad to have this done. If you've been watching my 50 Shades of Green, which is what this was in, you know I was not a massive fan of this. I'm not a massive fan of multi-purpose products, and I'm so glad that this is done. I wouldn't get it again. I mean, it isn't expensive. £9.50 is pretty good for a shampoo and conditioner, but I didn't like that. I thought it was very thin, and I didn't feel like it conditioned my hair the same way that I know other products do. For example, my Mika ones. Just everything will always be compared to that, just because that shampoo and conditioner is just incredible in my opinion. The next one, I have another conditioner. This is the Colour Wow Colour Security Conditioner for fine to normal hair. I have quite fine hair. I have a lot of hair, but I have very fine hair. I have a full size of this because I got it in a subscription box. Both me and my partner, he used this as well because he started to condition his hair, and yeah, this was okay. Not as bad as the Dr. Paw Paw one, I think, so I'm quite happy to use the full size one. I then have a hair mask. I have the Bumble & Bumble BB Thickening Plumping Mask. This is a volumizing in shower treatment. I didn't enjoy this. I found I needed to put a lot of this product on to make a difference, and even then it wasn't a great difference. So I only was able to use this 4 times. I wouldn't get it again. I feel like I always talk about this, but I absolutely love the Garnier hair masks. They're so inexpensive and you get a lot of product. So I would always recommend those for a good hair mask, and I didn't enjoy this one. And then last but no means least, for my empties for February, I have the Philip Kingsley Maximizer Root Boosting Spray. Again, this was okay. Wouldn't be something I would go out and repurchase, but I used it up and it didn't make my hair greasy or anything like that. But I also didn't really feel like it added that much volume either, so I've used it up, but I wouldn't get it again. So that is my empties for February. So what I will do on the screen is I will put the total value for the month, and now let's move on to products that came into my collection for February. So I'm going to start with my subscription boxes. I get 3 subscription boxes a month. One of them is Cohorted, the other one is Discovered Beauty, and then I also have the Scent Addict one as well from the fragrance shop, which sends me the 8ml sample. And then I do also have a few products that I bought myself. Like I mentioned, it was my birthday in February, so I always thought it was going to be a month where I was going to treat myself, and I did buy quite a few things. And I also got a gift as well from my sister and her boyfriend, which is makeup. So let's start with Cohorted. I wasn't very impressed, if I'm honest, this month with Cohorted's box. There were quite a few things that I already have, and I got them from Cohorted as well, so I've already given those to my sister, so I didn't keep everything from the box. But yeah, I was just a little bit disappointed that they've given me products that I know they've given me in the past. But anyway, so the first thing I got was a Floral Street Black Lotus fragrance. I love Floral Street perfumes. My favourite perfume is from Floral Street, it's Arizona Bloom. So I'm looking forward to trying this. I then got a Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, and this is the hydrating one. It's a pretty good size, to be fair. I have had another one of this in the past, but not the hydrating one, and I've wanted to try this one. I then got the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Long Life Herb Serum. This is what it looks like. I think it might be only one thing I've tried previously in the box that I got in February, so the rest of the products I'm going to talk about I haven't tried before. I then got this from L'Occitane. This is the Immortelle Reset Overnight Reset Oil in Serum. Really pretty packaging. I do like a product that works overnight. I got the L'Occitane Almond Hand Cream. I think I've had a few L'Occitane hand creams from Cohorted before, but I don't think I've got this one. I have the Sneak Peek, which was the Pixie Overnight Glow Serum. I have tried this one before. It's not my favourite, but it is one I'm going to keep and I will use it. So this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure I've tried this one. I've tried a glow one, but I don't know whether it was the overnight one now I'm looking at this. I'm not sure, but I'm keeping it anyway and I will use it. I then also got the Nip and Fab Exfoliate Glycolic Fix Scrub. Not tried a huge amount from Nip and Fab. I've got a few products in my collection that I have yet to try. But yeah, hopefully this isn't too harsh for my skin, otherwise I'll just use it as a body scrub. And then I think the last thing I got in my Cohorted that I kept was the Original Brow Soap Soap Brows. So this is what it looks like. I'm trying to work through a lot of my clear brow gels and stuff with the brow pencils I have, because if I'm honest, I only really need a tinted brow gel. That's my preference. So I'm trying to work through a lot of the ones I've got in my collection at the moment, and this is a clear brow gel as I've just shown you, so I will just use this when I'm using my brow pencils because I have quite a few to get through. I know previously people absolutely were going crazy about this, like these products. I don't know if it may be about this product, but I know there was a time where everyone was using these, but I've not tried anything like this before. Okay, so that was my February Cohorted. Now let's move on to Scent Addict really quick. So like I said, you pay £12 a month and you get a 8ml sample of a perfume that you choose. So you do have to go onto the website and choose for each month what perfume you'd like to get. I've gone all the way up until next year. If you don't do that, you will get the same perfume each month. Thanks Kay for telling me about that. So I've made sure that I have gone through and selected different ones that I want to try. So you don't always get the box each time, you do just get the little 8ml sample. And this, for February, I got the Lancome La Vie Belle, is that how you say it? I'm awful with pronouncing stuff. I don't love this one as much. I have to spray just a little bit each time because it is very, very strong. And I find with me, if a perfume is extremely strong, it can give me a headache. So when I first sprayed this, like I would usually, I go like spray. So I do 6 sprays when I use perfume. With this one, I do 3. I do one on this arm, one on that arm, and one on my neck, because it is so strong. But I am about halfway through it now, so I do think I will have this done by March. I know for definite it won't be one I would want to pick up again, and I'm glad I tried it through this, because I was quite tempted to buy the full size of this based on a recommendation of somebody else on YouTube. So I'm so glad that I've tried this now and just know that it's not for me, but I will use the 8ml sample. And now let's talk about Discover Beauty. So I think I kept everything from Discover Beauty, I think. So the first thing I got was these paper plane bath noodles. Take a pinch of bath noodles and rub into wet skin to create a silky smooth lather that moisturizes and gently exfoliates. So I think this is like a soap. So most probably me and my boyfriend will most probably use these, but I just thought it was really fun. And I know I saw a post on Instagram of someone that had got these as well, and they do actually look like noodles. So I just thought that was really fun. So Discovered Beauty is a subscription box that features small businesses, but it does also feature businesses that you may know as well. But I just love this box because it introduces me to new products that I may not know. The next thing I got was a candle. So I love candles. I don't feature them in my empties. I do love candles, so I always like it when I get one in a box. And this one's from Scott's. I don't know if it's Scott's or just Scott's. And this is the Harmony candle. And this one is musk and vanilla. This is what it looks like. It's called Harmony, I think. This is really nice. Now, anything with vanilla in, I am going to love. But yeah, I love when I get candles in subscription boxes. So when I saw that, I was like, definitely keeping you. I then got the Symbiosis London, so another product from that brand. What I've just finished, the eye cream. And this is the Delight Radiance Restoring Facial Serum with bee venom and niacinamide. And I said that this was an expensive brand. This product alone, which is a 30ml, is supposedly £115. It's just so expensive. So I knew that this was an expensive brand. I mean, I will keep it. Anything that says radiance or dewy or anything like that, I'm always going to keep, because I have dry skin and I like my skin to look radiant. And then the last things we got in the box was actually a set of products, and they are hair products. So that's the great thing about Discovered Beauty. They give you sets of everything. So rather than just like one shampoo or one conditioner, they give you like the whole set usually. In the past, I've had about 7 lip glosses from one brand, and they've put that as one product rather than just one lip gloss in the box. So they are very, very generous. We got a shampoo and conditioner from this brand. I don't know how you say that, Laura. I'm sure that is not correct. But yeah, you get the shampoo and conditioner, and then you also get a product that comes in this packaging here, and this is a treatment. So it's a little sachet. I've not heard of this brand before, but it looks nice. It has a bit more of a description about the products in here. I do like trying new hair products, and I like the packaging on these with the marbles. So yeah, I will give those a go and see what I think. So that was everything I got in my subscription boxes. So now let's move on to the products that I bought, and also the product I got as a gift. So like I mentioned about 3 times, I think, in this video, my birthday was in February, and I turned 30. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that wished me a happy birthday, and also, you know, said hope I had a good party. I had an amazing party. It was all my family and friends were in one room. We just had such a good time. I danced a lot to Bruno Mars. I love Bruno Mars, Shania Twain, and just, you know, I had a really good night. And also what I'm going to do on the screen is I'm going to put a picture of my cake that my family got for me, because I was absolutely blown away by it, and I know that you guys will also appreciate it as well. Absolutely, I love my cake, and it was chocolate and vanilla as well. So the second tier was chocolate, and the third tier was vanilla with buttercream and jam. My favourite, and I love it. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that sent me happy birthday wishes, and I just had the most incredible time. But the present that my sister and her boyfriend bought for me was the Huda Beauty Glowish bronzer. She knows I've wanted to try this. I've got the powder, the foundation and the blush, but I didn't have the bronzer. So she got me the mini size, and she got it me in tan light. She said this was the only one that was available in a mini. I mean, I think I can make this work anyway. I found that when I went to go and try and buy the minis, that the lightest shade anyway was just never seemed to be available. But I can definitely make this work, and I'm really looking forward to trying this. I think I have all of the products in the Glowish range now from Huda Beauty, so yeah, really happy about that, and I was so excited when I saw this. My sister knows me very well, so she did very well. Well, her and her boyfriend did very well, and I can't wait to try this. So I did get other presents as well. I'm not featuring them in this video because they're not beauty related things, but I did get other presents as well, and I also did get some money. I was very spoiled. I'm very thankful to everybody. But yeah, so I got some money because I was going to London. So I was actually in London for my birthday. And we went to Covent Garden, and I wanted to do a bit of shopping. I was going to buy myself a handbag, but I just couldn't see anything that I really liked, and I wasn't just going to buy a handbag for the sake of buying one. So I did end up going to a few shops, but here are the bags. So I'm going to start with MAC because that was where I went first. I've had my eye on a product from MAC for a while, and for some reason I've just never bought it. I think it was more just because I didn't really know what shade to get, but I did pick up a few products from MAC, and I did also get a couple of samples as well. This is the Hyper Real Ceramizer Skin Balancing Hydration Serum, so I got 2 of those. So the first thing I picked up, I knew I was going to get this because I finished this lipstick back in 2021, and I really miss it from my collection. It's one of my favourite MAC lipsticks. This is the satin lipstick in Brave. Just one of my all-time favourites. Like I said, I really missed it from my collection. So this is what it looks like. Just like I said, one of my favourites. I didn't know whether they did it anymore, mainly just because I haven't looked, because I didn't really need this product, but I missed it, and I knew I wanted it back in my collection. I've been trying not to buy too many lip products because I think you would have seen my lip product collection on Thursday. I have a lot of lip products, so I'm trying not to buy too many. This month was different because I was going out to buy stuff I wanted, and I wanted this. And then the one product that I have wanted to try for ages but I've just never bought is one of the Glow Play blushes. And I spoke with the lady in the shop, and I was like, I just don't really know which shade would work for me. I have a lot of pink blushes in my collection, and I didn't want to just buy another pink blush. So I actually ended up going with Grand, which looks like this. So it's more peachy. I don't have many peachy blushes in my collection, so I'm hoping that this is going to suit me. But I've wanted to try this formula for such a long time, so now I have one in my collection. So that was everything I picked up from MAC. So I didn't pick up a huge amount, just some things I've wanted to try for a while. I feel like everything I've picked up from these shops where I've been are just things I've wanted to try for a while anyway. So next I went to Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury, as you could see from the cake that my family got me. And I picked up one thing that was a replacement, and one thing was that I've wanted to try for a while. So I picked up the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray in the full size. I've nearly finished this in my That's Expensive, so I wanted to pick up the full size. I'm going to keep the smaller version I have as well, so I can pour some of this into that, because that size is really good for travel. But yeah, I didn't want to be without this, so I picked this up. And then I also picked up one of the Glowgasm Beauty Light ones in Pinkgasm. So I've had one of the highlighter ones that I finished in 2021 as well, but I've never tried one of the blushes in this, and I was specifically looking for the pink one, and then the lady swatched this one and I was like, yeah, that's the one I'm after, and I'm looking forward to trying that. There was so much stuff I could have bought in Charlotte Tilbury, but I had to stop myself. I was hoping I could get the palette that came out at Christmas, but I mean, it was just a Christmas collection, so I don't know why I thought I would find it in February. But I was really hoping I'd be able to find that to buy that, because I regret not getting that. Just at that point, I just didn't have the money to splurge on that face palette. It was like the Pat McGrath holiday palette for this year as well. I really wanted it, but I just couldn't afford at that point to buy that £75 palette. So I'm really happy with the two things I've got from Charlotte Tilbury. I feel really rambly today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is going to be another long video again. And then the last place I went was NARS. And I have been needing to buy the NARS sharpener for months now. But every time I've gone to go and buy it somewhere, I've had to pay like quite a lot of money for shipping, and it puts me off. So when I was in the NARS store, I knew I was going to be picking up the sharpener. So I now have the sharpener, so I can now sharpen my NARS lip pencils with the actual NARS sharpener that I know fits them properly. And we can use this for a lot of other things as well. I know Jessica Braun, who I absolutely love, mentions that this is one of her favourite sharpeners, so I'm glad I have it in my collection now. And then I picked up a couple of things based on recommendations again from YouTube. One of them is from Jessica Braun, and the other one is just from everyone talking about it. I've seen Jen talk about it from Project Beauty, I've seen Jessica Braun talk about it, and I'm sure I've seen other people talk about it as well. But it is the product I'm talking about is the NARS Laguna bronzer, and this is the cream bronzer in Laguna 01. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, I've just seen so many people rave about this, that I wanted to try it. I'm not a massive cream product person, but people have said that this is so easy to work with, which is what I'm looking for. That I wanted to give it a go, and I'm hoping I love it. I hope I love it. But yeah, I know a lot of people have raved about this. And then the last one I bought because of Jessica Braun again, this is the NARS Power Matte Lipstick in Dragon Girl. I've seen her wear this and talk about it a few times, and it just looks like the most perfect red on her. So I'm hoping it looks good on me as well. So this is what it looks like. I love a red lip, I do. Quite a lot of product in this as well, but it just looked so beautiful on her. And I've wanted to try this formula for a while, so yeah, I picked that up as well. So that was everything I picked up when I went to London. I am actually going to be going shopping to Shopping Arena on Friday, so by the time you've seen this video I've already been, but I'll be featuring any products that I buy that might be makeup related, because I don't know if I'm going to buy anything yet, in my products that came into my collection in March. But yeah, I'm really happy with everything I picked up in London. I'm really happy that I now have the glowish bronzer in my collection as well. That is everything. That is my empties and products that came into my collection for February. This is a really long video, guys. I feel like these videos are always going to be long, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And I'm really hoping that the lighting's okay on this. It's been in and out constantly, so hopefully it's okay. So until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.